Lead Generation 3612-3, Session Number 1, Validity and Positioning, with Productivity Coach Matt Dussault.
So first things first, thank you guys for coming. Do you guys know anything about 3612-3? We're like, no, we all just want to do 36 deals, right? Cool. So obviously that's what this class is, 3612-3, so 36 deals in 12 months with 3 hours of prospecting per day. A couple of you guys are looking at me like I've never even seen you. So my name, Matt Dussault. I'm the productivity coach here. A couple things that I will go over with you right now is something that we're actually going to do with this class. 3612-3 is supposed to be a 12-course overview of how we're going to attain 36 deals in the year. The first session is supposed to be an intro session, and I don't think all of us need an intro session necessarily, so we're kind of just going to jump into this if that's okay with you guys. So I will go over a couple things in the intro, but we're really just going to get to it. And our first class is about your unique selling proposition. Does anybody know what USPs are? Have you guys ever worked with them before? No? Okay, cool. So it's diving into what makes you you, basically. I also didn't want to take an hour and a half for you guys to think about yourselves, even though we all like to think about ourselves. We're going to actually shorten that up a little bit, but do something to where we can bring this to our clients and actually help your businesses out, right? So one of our first projects is going to be taking that USP, but we're going to be creating a video about you guys. Some of you guys I know haven't sold too much real estate. I don't care. This isn't a resume. It isn't about me. It's not a brag book. It's going to strictly be what makes you guys you, right? And so for you, those of you that don't know me, my video was much of, my name's Matt. I live here in Scottsdale with my fiance, Casey, our 2 dogs. I did sell real estate in Chicago. I was selling 7,000 square foot mansions built in the 1800s, all the way down to little 1-bedroom studio condos and high-rise buildings. I came out here. I truly dedicated myself to a system and helping my clients find off-market properties. With those practices, I was able to start closing about, a little over $1 million a month. And, that's me. That's who I am. So hopefully that's just a little intro about why I'm standing here right now. So do we have any questions before we kind of get into this? No? All right. So we all want to close 36 deals, right? Does anybody here not want to close 36 deals? Yeah, you do want to close 36 deals, right? Does anybody want to prospect for 3 hours a day? Where's the disconnect? We got to figure that out, right? So we all know the 80-20 rule. Does everybody know the 80-20 rule? Mm-hmm. Who can tell me what the 80-20 rule is?
20% of the agents do 80% of the volume.
Cool. And then in a marketing sense, kind of the same thing. So 20% of your activities are going to lead to 80% of your business, and that's what prospecting is. Prospecting is only about 20% of what we do, right? It's where all your business is coming from. Without it, we're not going to get much business. So we all want those 36 deals, but you guys got a lot less excited about 3 hours of prospecting a day. So we got to find that piece. We have to find that system. And so when I ask you guys what prospecting is, what is it? What is it to you guys?
Calling.
Calling?
Yeah.
Generating leads? How do we generate leads?
Calling.
Sometimes they're
Calling.
Sometimes
Emails. What else? There's a lot more.
Door knocking.
Door knocking? Yes. 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 So I think when we think prospecting, we all sit here thinking there's no way in heck I'm going to sit there and 3 hours on the phone every single day, right? Nobody wants to do that. Who wants to sit there for 3 hours on the phone? But I think when we start realizing prospecting is not just calling people for 3 hours a day, it's door knocking, open houses, talking to our sphere. All of a sudden we start looking at 3 hours a day and we're like, all right, we might be able to do this, right? It's a little more manageable. So do you guys think we can do 3 hours of work prospecting every day for 36 deals? Yeah, let's do it. Cool. So really, that's kind of where I'm getting at with this intro. I don't want to belabor the point here. What I do want you guys to do, though, is truly commit to it, right? Like, if you guys are here, I don't want this, like, in college, let's all be honest, I went to class and we're not doing anything with it right now. Like, we don't want to make it that again, right? So let's come to class, actually commit to doing 3 hours of prospecting a day so we can see the benefit. Now, the other thing is, in real estate, we're backwards than everybody else. We don't get paid every other Friday just for showing up to work. So you guys are going to have to do the work for a while, and then all of a sudden the deals are going to start coming. That it's not going to be, a perfect graph. We're not going to start doing our prospecting and you see a deal next week and deal next week. We're going to have to do a lot of work, and all of a sudden there's going to be a big pile of deals that are going to flow, right? So you guys got to stay persistent and you got to stay on it. Fortunately and unfortunately, right? You guys will all commit? 3 hours a day?
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. All right, let's just jump into our class here. Is there anything else that you guys want specifically out of this class that I can help you with, or anything that makes class easier for you guys? You guys are cool if I just read off the paper? Some of you are looking at me like, yeah, and then some of you laugh. I love it. Awesome. So I'm going to try to make this as interactive as possible. I hope that works for you guys. So if you have it pulled up on your email, that would be awesome, only because, unless you guys are just okay listening, we didn't want to print off the entire packet because some of these we're not going to need. But one of the things I do want you guys to do first is if you have that first page open, you should see something about Gary Keller in there. If anybody wants to volunteer to read it out loud, that would be awesome. But all of you guys seem to not want to volunteer. So now I'm going to have to pick on somebody who wants to do it, or else it's going to be Colby because he can volunteer for everything. Cool.
All right. Gary Keller tells the story of being a team leader and watching, or am I supposed to start from the top?
In the little box. There you go. You're good. Yep.
Gary Keller tells the story of being a team leader and watching agents get caught in the image trap. He says what happened is agents would get into real estate, but then feel like they could not take action until they had business cards. I'm telling you, they literally would not do anything until they had their business cards in their hand because they didn't think they were valid business people without business cards. This never ceased to surprise and amaze me. It's never the business card that makes you a valid real estate professional. Validity is nothing more than feeling at your core very good and confident about who you are and communicating that value to potential customers. Validity is the customer believing and trusting their business to you. I'd always just tell those agents to stop waiting on the business cards and get out in the marketplace.
Cool. Who's got a takeaway besides you? Anybody else? Come on. Thank you.
I think a lot of times well, I'll start doing it when, or we like to kind of have this excuse of, I can't think what it's called, but let's see.
We know where you're going.
Kind of like putting it on, I'll do it when, or the timing's not right to make an excuse versus just going for it.
Yeah. Anybody else? Oh, come on. You guys are all quiet?
I think a lot of people
they
get caught up in that. I'm getting ready to get ready.
Yes.
And there's never a perfect time really to do anything.
Right.
Anything. You just have to push the button and get going. And what's really funny now is I look at this, and I know people that purposely are not getting business cards.
Yeah.
They're just like, why would I need it? If you're going to want to be in a relationship with me, I can send you my app right now, or we can exchange information right now. Because me giving you a business card, it's just it's out the door. So if there's a meaningful relationship with the intent to network, you just get the information right there and then. Business cards are really a mini marketing piece that are worthless really these days.
Yeah. So my big thing here, and it's what we're kind of going by at the beginning here, is I live by a motto of ignorance on fire is better than intelligence on ice. Has anybody heard that before? Just go do. We're all going to mess up, right? None of us are going to feel comfortable doing every part of real estate. Personally, I still hate door knocking. It's not hard. I just don't like it. But I grab a phone and I just go, and I go, and I go, and I know I'm going to get some rejection, but I don't care. And if you guys are going to be paralyzed by making sure that you can do everything right, we're never going to get there. So you just got to throw your worries out and just be you. I think there's a big thing in the real estate world right now that we're all living in this image society, right? Because there's Facebook and there's Instagram and there's whatever else, and everybody's driving Lamborghinis at 25 and all this cool stuff, right? We all know them, right? You guys know who they are if you're on Instagram. So we got to get over that. You guys just got to be you, and people are going to buy from you for being you. I think there's a big authenticity thing that's lacking in real estate right now, and everybody's just portraying the image on Facebook and Instagram. Cool. So I don't want you guys to have any barriers about just diving into this and really getting into it. The biggest thing is let's just do it. So let's not worry about what we're going to do for the 3 hours. Just go do. Deal? So our first thing is about our unique selling proposition. And one of the things we want to look at is about us. Because I know some of us have only closed a couple deals. I know some of us haven't closed any deals. I know some of us are working on really big deals right now. And so we're all at different spots, right? But we all know ourselves better than anybody else. And so one thing that I need you guys to do is think about how you would describe yourself and how others would describe yourselves. Okay? And so I guess right now you should have something that you can probably write down on, but you know, I don't know. I can probably get one for you.
I can grab it.
Or type it.
Okay.
Yeah. So kind of, I would dive in there and just take a few minutes to think about like what makes you guys you. Like, what are you good at? And so we all have a resume. We've all been doing things in the past. What are your strong suits, right? And just think about that for a minute. Dora, you got them.
Yeah, I'll try and kinky songs. What are we doing?
That's all right. What makes you you?
Okay, yeah. So like attributes about yourself. Like what are you? Are these positive or negative?
Let's stick with the positive. Let's stick with the positive ones, guys.
That's a good question.
It is. I mean,
Yeah, hey, honestly, this is the best policy, but not in this situation. We're gonna go positives only. I only want you guys to do a handful. I don't want to take too long on this, but we'll take a couple more minutes. All right. Does anybody have a couple that they wouldn't mind sharing?
energized.
Energized. Shocking. Anybody else?
Good listener.
Good listener. Okay. Cool.
Detail oriented.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So again, we're taking this all from our past, right? But we're all trying to sell real estate here. So let's take what we just did. You guys are all kind of sitting in groups anyways. I'd like you guys to figure out, if you guys want to talk to more, how do we take what we just wrote about and we make this a benefit for our real estate career? So again, I don't care what you've done in your past. These are about you. How do we take what we just said about ourselves and make that real estate specific? So how are you going to help your clients with those things in real estate? Go ahead and talk it out. If you guys need somebody else, I'll be here. We can talk it out.
Do you have a second? So, I think since I'm so energized, I'm a go-getter, I guess. I think I can leverage that. And young, like I have so much energy. I have little responsibilities as opposed to someone that's old, like middle-aged, has kids, you know. So I think I can leverage that and say, I'm gonna have more time to spend on your home.
Make sure you write that down. So when you guys come up with these things that are real estate specific, make sure you're writing those things down. We're kind of taking this one step deeper.
Their long-term goals.
Meaning, trying to decipher when you say what you're looking for, interpreting what that means. So
I enjoy
kind of
that.
match.
Enjoy the process.
Everybody's
More time,
enjoying
more
it.
focus, more energy to put into selling houses, but it's finding
Thanks, Val.
Make sure you guys are writing them down if you can. If you guys can write them down, we're taking it one step further. Make sure you write that down.
What are your thoughts?
Sort of along the same lines though. Hardworking from places.
Yeah.
Do what I need to get done.
You got
To solve the problems.
Yeah.
I don't know how we use that.
One of those, just trying to get a lot of loyalty. So
Yeah. Yeah, very true. The relationship.
Absolutely.
I wonder.
Yeah.
What did you do before this?
I did this up a little bit back in California 2 years ago. I was a financial planner.
You should leverage that too. Say, been dealing with finances forever. I know this is the biggest asset in your life.
No.
Let me help you to get you the most money out of this. I kind of, I don't know. It's the financial planning aspect of your life. Yeah, honestly.
Did you start going in?
Yeah, really, dude. When did you move here? From Cali?
A couple months now.
Oh,
I was flying
yeah.
back and forth to do the course.
Oh, really?
My wife still works there Wednesday to Friday.
She flies to California Wednesday to Friday?
Yeah, they wanted her to stay. So.
All right, you guys good?
I
think so. Good.
That's wild.
Cool.
That's crazy.
So you guys hate sharing about yourself, so I'm gonna make you throw your partner under the bus here. So who's gonna sell their partner for me? Besides Colby, because he already keeps selling. How about somebody over here? Who's gonna sell their partner for me? Come on.
Oh, sell them?
Yeah.
Okay, I can sell both these.
Cool. Tell me about them. What's awesome?
They're intelligent, they're good listeners, they go the extra mile.
So how that's gonna help them in real estate with service, maybe, right?
They
They can service their client better than anybody else. Yeah.
They want them to be happy with what they find.
Cool. Happiness. Yeah. Anybody else? Give me one more. One more. Cool. Steve.
So this is Rick. He's problem solving is a big factor of his work ethic. He likes the challenge of negotiating and super educational. Wants to be there through the whole process with either his buyer or seller. He does have a long history, 24 years in real estate.
Yeah. Huge thing, right? Cool. Awesome. So we all have a couple things that we already know about ourselves that are going to help us sell, right? Does anybody know top 2 reasons why people choose a buyer's agent? Anybody know that? Someone take a guess.
buyer's agent?
Yeah. So if you're a buyer, why do you choose your agent? And a couple of them are really obvious, so we're going to ignore those. One of our obvious ones, agent's honest and trustworthy. I think we're all trustworthy people, right? And we can play that. And the other one is a friend or a family member, which I think we all know is the easiest sphere of influence, right? So what are our other 2 reasons why people would pick you? That's one. Good call. It's your credibility, it's your reputation, things like that. How well you know the area, which to me lends itself back on Google ability, which I hear a lot of my guys will hear me talk about all the time. Everybody believes the internet, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Really, so everybody believes the internet. So that's where you're gonna just brag about yourself as much as possible, because everybody believes it. So the more that we can put out there on the internet, Google, you don't have a Google page, Zillow, you don't have a Zillow page, Facebook page, and YouTube videos. The more we can sell those things about us, the more our reputation and credibility goes up. What's the best way to get credibility or reputation? Referral. So if we can get a business, or we can get a video of a referral, a video testimonial, or Zillow, that's what Zillow is, right? It's a big place where you can just dump reviews, things like that. That's going to be one of the most important factors in a buyer deciding if they're going to choose the agent. What's another thing besides Colby? Anybody else? What's the next most important thing? So we have reputation, being trustworthy, being a friend or family.
Accessibility.
4th thing.
Knowledgeable?
Knowledgeable a little bit, a little deeper than that. Neighborhood expertise is your 4th thing. Neighborhood expertise. So let's take a couple of those things and just put them right here into your story, right? So we already started creating your story of the handful of things why you're going to be a good agent. What neighborhood do we all live in? We all live in somewhere. Some of us live in Scottsdale, Phoenix, whatever it is. Put that down. That's an important piece. Part of my video, like I said in my first thing, I live here in Scottsdale. All of a sudden, people think I know Scottsdale because I live there. Maybe I do, maybe I don't, but that's the first thing I say. People are going to automatically assume it, right? So let's add that part to our story.
What if I want to service Scottsdale, but I live in Tempe?
Cool. All good.
Should I say I live in Tempe?
Maybe you live on the east side of the valley. Whatever.
Live in the East
Make
Valley.
it you.
I like
right?
that.
Yeah. And then the other, like I said, the other thing is reputation. Those are things that we're not going to get into too deep right here today, but just know that. Let's talk about our sellers. Being honest and trustworthy, and a friend and a family or 2. What are my other 2? Don't think too hard.
Marketing plan.
Yeah. What are the other two? We already said them.
Oh, they're the same ones?
Same exact one.
Credibility and market
Yes.
knowledge.
So kind of the same thing for the 80-20 rule, right? If we're looking at the 80-20 rule, 80% of the reason why people are choosing their agents is based on 4 things. Based on being a friend or a family member, you're either in or you're out, being knowledgeable in the area, having a good reputation, and then being, what was my last one I did not just say?
Honesty.
Our honesty, right. So if we're going to hammer a couple things home, let's hammer those 2 things, right? Let's hammer our knowledge and our area expertise. You guys should have a sheet with a blank graph that talks about past jobs. So this is where we are going to get back into your jobs a little bit more. No? Might be a 3rd page. Is it 3rd page? 4th page maybe? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Perfect. Yep, cool. Thank you. All right, we're going to keep diving into this. What makes you you? If you guys want to fill this out, we're going to keep adding more to our story here. If you haven't realized, our end of this segment is going to be, I want you guys to form a story. And I'm going to tell you guys an app that's going to have, and don't freak out on me here, we're all going to create our own videos. I see some people already saying no. And I know why you're saying no. And we already know the solution to that. But it goes back to our ignorance on fire is better than our intelligence on ice. So I'm taking our thinking out of this right now. Because I have an app that you can put on our phone, and it's going to scroll. And you can literally read off your phone. So you can't mess it up. You just read what's on your phone. So we're taking all of this, and what we're doing is building our video right now. So if you guys can fill this sheet out, we're going to continue to build that story. And by the end of the day, I want us to all have a video that we can make of ourselves. So then by the time we come back on Wednesday or Friday, we can send that out to our clients, and you guys are already starting to have an about me video that's proving your reputation and local area expertise. Cool? So let's go work on this sheet, and we'll continue to add to that story that you guys have.
See, this is 12 sessions?
Yeah.
So it's like 9?
It's going to be 11, only because I kind of scrapped that intro.
The intro?
Session. Yeah. But, yeah. You guys need a couple more minutes?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Whoa. All right, you guys pretty good there? You still need a couple minutes? You need a couple minutes, that's fine. A couple minutes. All right, if you guys can just take a couple minutes now, we can keep adding to this, but let's take whatever we have on that page. And again, kind of the same exercise. You don't have to do it in pairs if you don't want, but look through there and see what we can take out of that that goes back into our real estate career. So what do we have on that paper that's going to help us in our real estate business? And circle it, underline it, put it onto the list that we've already started growing, and let's just keep adding to that. So is there anything on this list that we can make real estate specific to yourself? All right, we good? No? Cool. All right. I'm going to come back to what we're going to start thinking here. What are our most important services that buyers want? So not why do they choose us, but according to NAR, does anybody know what the most important things that buyers want us to help them with?
Putting the pieces together, the workflow of it.
It's even more simple than that in this, but their number one thing is finding the right home. Pretty obvious, right? But putting the pieces together, absolutely. Negotiation's actually number 2. Anything else?
Being a resource to answer all the questions.
Yep, absolutely. Exactly. So these are all things. It's simple things, but if we're telling people about ourselves, let's stick to these concepts, right? Like if these are what buyers want to hear, give it to them. Same thing about sellers. What are the most? Just so you know, the simple thing about finding the right home to purchase is 53% of what they say buyers want. Like that's like everything. Negotiating is number 2. Actually, it's number 2 and 3. Negotiating in terms of sale and helping with price negotiations. So those 3 things should be on your list when you're thinking about how you guys can portray yourself. And same thing for sellers. What do we think with sellers? A little different here. What are the most important things to sellers when they're hiring?
Their net.
Their net.
What they net.
Yeah, that is actually not as high as some of them, but that's got to be important to everyone. So I don't know why they don't have that on here.
Giving the most for them, giving the most for us.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
net.
of course.
Gross, but they're still thinking gross, not net.
That's very true.
Oh, you're right.
No, that's very true.
They don't think about you, what they're paying you yet. They're just thinking, people sold their house for $800. I want mine.
Yeah. Marketing, right? All sellers want marketing. It's the most important thing according to NAR and sellers. Timing. They all want to sell quick. Everybody wants to sell tomorrow, right? And actually, some don't want to sell tomorrow. We just had an agent, and he read it. Their clients would rather have the closing be a month out. An extra month out, so 2 months out. And that goes both ways, though, right? So that's part of the negotiation, right? How do we negotiate to our buyers that we don't want to move for another 4 weeks after they want to move in? All right, what do you guys should have, not the next page. I put in there what others care about you or what others say about you. I think we kind of get the exercise, right? We don't probably need to dig too far into that one. The next page after that, though, should be about your services and benefits. Do we have that next? Should be 2 pages after. She should be 1 more page. I think it's 24.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So let's talk about this for a little bit. Let's think about our values. What values do we have, and why is that a benefit, right? So we always talk about features and benefits of houses. So what's our value and the benefit from being you to your clients? Who's got one?
Wait.
Honesty.
I was.
We're honesty and transparency.
Yeah.
Honesty and transparency.
Absolutely. There should be one that looks kind of familiar on there, Dora. I'm only putting her under the microscope because she said, we kept telling her, she says, well, I speak Spanish though too. We said, well, good, let's do a Spanish one. I think so many of us would love to be bilingual, right? Like that would be just a huge asset. That's a huge asset, being bilingual. So we got that, oh yeah? So we're talking about these things. Maybe your video is. Maybe your first video about you is in Spanish. I wish I could do that. It would be awesome. A couple other things. Is there anything else on there that sticks out to somebody that could be of value? Our office, for one, right? We have one of the largest, one of the most successful offices in Scottsdale. We have, I think, 384 agents in the office. So if one of you guys are out on vacation, especially you guys on your teams, you already know, but even those who aren't, is there a chance we can get somebody to help you out if you're on vacation? Probably, right? So being part of an office has 384 people, that's a value, right? your service will never be off. Even if I'm in Hawaii, I'll still get you service. Don't worry about it. I got Steven. He can take you out. It happened this last week. Thank you very much. Let's talk about marketing. What are our marketing resources? We just talked about this all last week, but like, seriously, we have some of the best marketing resources at Keller Williams compared to anybody else. I've been at 3 other brokerages and they give you nothing. The marketing suites that we have here and the marketing materials that we already have built in that are just easy one-click button, huge benefit for you guys.
And that's getting ready to get ramped up by 100.
Yes. Were you at Mega Camp?
No,
Okay.
I cornered Casey.
Yes. So if you guys went at Mega Camp in the next few weeks or just a few months, it's gonna be a whole different beast.
You were there?
Yeah.
That's it.
So you guys should have on your next page some more words, because we love words, we love buzzwords. A couple of these words, see if any of these apply to you. Circle, underline, whatever it may be. Is there anything that sticks out that we all like?
Dependable.
Dependable, good one.
I like accurate.
You like what?
Accurate.
Accurate.
I don't want someone to mess it up my,
Caring.
mess it up my deal.
All right. You guys good with that now? Cool. So here's where we're going to get real. I want you guys to all get your cell phones out. We're going to download this app. It's called Big Vu. B-I-G-V-U. Go to your app store. Let's download that. There's a free version and a paid-for version. Let's just take the free one. They put a little logo in the bottom right of your videos, but we can just cover it up with the Keller Williams logo. So if you guys don't know how to do that, I can do it for you. It's fine.
What's it called again?
Big Vu, B-I-G-V-U. It's just a teleprompter. So it goes onto your phone,
Cool.
and you guys are going to be able to type your story into here, and then you can take it anywhere, and it'll just type it out. And you can adjust the time on it. I'll get into this more in a minute.
I'm pretty sure Casey said something about.
We do have Keller Williams video.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going with?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This is like a straight teleprompter.
Oh.
So it literally tells you you're just going to type it in, and you just read your screen. So it's like hard to mess it up.
That's fine.
I should get my phone. I might have to look over your shoulder here. You got it? Did it download yet? Cool.
Yes, sir. Nah, I don't. Or whatever.
If you're cool with it.
I don't care.
Connect with Facebook. Yeah, so you guys are going to have to connect with Facebook or sign in through Gmail, whatever works for you guys. Is that how I didn't hear you?
Huh. Oh, no, it's okay. Oh, cool. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good, it's not you. I don't think anybody else. Has anybody else been able to get it to go through quite yet? No.
Mine's connecting.
We just broke the app.
We all downloaded it at the same time. I'm gonna turn my Wi-Fi on. Actually,
Is it going for you? Oh, you got it. Cool.
So, okay, so let's do that.
Thank you. That pop up for you yet?
I just
It should
exited
be
out
good
of
now,
it.
though, right? I think you're into it. I think you like just read it twice.
Man, this is so bummy.
There you go.
Let's go.
There you go. Cool.
Should we make a video right now?
Can I get it right now? Is it in for you?
Oh, this is cool.
So you should, yeah, if you go over to the left, there you go. You should be cool. You can make your own video. So you go back to the left.
Far out. Sorry.
There you go. No, you're good. Top. Yeah, perfect. Cool.
Oh, sweet. Right.
You guys all get in there?
VIGBU.
Yep.
That's super cool.
And there's a couple of ones.
Let's go. Are we good with you?
There's one that pays for.
Yeah, we want the free one.
Yeah.
I'm too cheap.
There's
I don't
one, the
spend money.
teleprompter one you don't pay.
Okay, so you got it?
Yeah.
So you're good. Okay, cool. Yep. Yep, that's it.
This one here, or
Let's download the app. I don't know these things quite as well. So, install it. Yeah, there you go. You say it's terrifying. Yeah. It's okay.
this is kind of like KW video.
Yes.
So we just load up what we want in there, and
Yeah, so if you guys go to the top right, you should be able to start a new video. You see the top right little square with the new thing in there? Cool. Will it come up for you?
I think so. So
Are we making videos right now?
We're not going to do it now. It's going to be your homework. But I want you guys to type it all out and write it all out. Yeah. So then it's like literally, you just go home, read it.
That you can
go
read
whatever.
it here instead of like.
Okay.
So if you do this,
Yeah, with Facebook, if you want to sign with Facebook, whatever you want to sign with.
so
But
if you want to post it on YouTube, then you have to do it obviously this way.
do it, yes, we'll talk about that. Yeah, but definitely do it HD wise. It'll read it. It'll read it.
Okay.
It'll do it right. It'll like show you for you.
also, it has the ability to be able to. So it's not like a Facebook Live video where people. Are,
That's the worst. Yeah, turn your phone on. You're like, come on,
I
man.
did that.
Yeah. You guys good over here? Oh, geez.
With Facebook Live.
Yeah.
People are scrolling on their phones anyways.
Well, some phones, Facebook Live will only do it one way. It doesn't know. Because I used to do it like that because I had a little stand and I put it on the tripod and we'll talk, and be like, why am I sideways? And all of a sudden I'm like, if I'm sideways, will somebody, yeah.
That's so funny.
So, anyway, it is what it is.
So who out of all you, what's up, thinking?
I'm not there.
Is anybody utilizing video in your business right now? I know a couple of you guys have gone to, properties and video done. So I'm really big. Part of what helped my career take off was this. It's a thing called PENS, PENNS, and it's our system that I use for video. So there's several different videos you can use, but P, property, E is expertise, N is niche, the other N is neighborhood, and our S is our story. So you guys have probably figured out what we're going to be doing here, right? We're going to stick with our story for now. I'm going to be coming back to this PENS topic quite a bit throughout the next few weeks, though, because we're going to utilize video a lot through what we're doing. It helps you prospect, too, because then it's a lot easier to just send a video than make a call, all right? We would rather just text a video to somebody instead of making a call. And, oh, we got to worry if they're going to hang up on us or something. You know, you don't have to worry about that. You can just text them. So did you guys get it up? Did you guys get it going? Yeah, perfect. We can create a new one. Yep. Cool. Yep. So right here, I want you guys to focus on a story. Now, one of the things is when we're talking about a story time, so I kind of did mine with you before, and I'll go over it a little bit again. If you guys all look at movies, they all follow the exact same storyline, right? So there's like some initial success about stuff, and all of a sudden things get really good, and then all of a sudden they get dramatic, they take a dive, right? But then we get recover, and then it's always a happy ending. Be real in your story, right? Like, it doesn't have to follow that specific timeline, but like, again, we're being you. Like, this story is about you. It's not your resume. It's not your brag book. Maybe it is a little bit your brag book, but we don't need to list off everything you guys have done. So make it about you. And if there's some hard times in there, cool. Like, again, we're being real. We're not being the Instagram $30,000 millionaires out there renting the Lambos, right? Like, just
Not
be
yet.
you. What's that?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, you're not going to rent it. You're going to buy it. So if you guys want to start going through here and starting your story, I would do that. Let's start typing it out. That way, when you guys come back on Wednesday, I get to watch all of your stories. You're already rolling your eyes at me. I won't watch your stories, but you guys should put them on YouTube. Like, we're going to start doing a heavy video. So let's get a video all typed up, and we're going to get your story. Again, do you guys want me to tell my story again so you kind of like get a little feel
How
for
about we
it?
see your story?
Yeah, let's watch your video.
It's kind of branded non-KW because I was with a different time
That's
before.
okay.
You guys really want to see it?
Yeah.
Cool. This might pose a problem. I could probably play it on mine if you want. I'm just gonna have to like hold my laptop up.
It just gives you more incentive to do a new one.
You're right.
Ooh, are you gonna do it
I'm
with
getting
us?
called out already. Sure, I'll do a new one. I'll do a new one for productivity coaching. That's cool. Give me 2 minutes and I'll show you my story.
Cool.
You guys start working on yours.
How long is it supposed to be?
2 minutes. We don't want it long, right?
Or less.
So 2 minutes, nice and easy.
Or less.
Yes, or less. If you guys can do like a minute 30, that's good. You don't want to be rushed, but that's what's really cool about this app. So you can actually control how long it'll take. So it'll scroll on the screen at a specific time. So it's taking the thinking out of it. All you guys got to do is hit play, and you're just going to read off your screen. It's going to be all about you in Spanish.
Spanish.
You should try it. Do it both.
That's easier.
Do it both. Yeah, if it's easier, do Spanish.
It's
Let's do it.
easier?
Easier for me.
Oh.
I need to be fluent in Spanish.
It's my first language.
Right.
Oh,
That's
That's
why.
why.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to find one. I'm going to try it.
And you want us to talk real estate or just something about?
So let's
us?
take what we already did, right? So we already worked on what applies to you in your past and what applies to real estate. So let's take that and everything that you wrote down earlier, incorporate that into your video. Does that make sense? Yeah.
And the goal is just an introduction.
Yeah, it's about you. So all we're doing, the reason we did everything in the beginning of talking about what makes you you and all the things, how we can apply it to real estate, is just so we can dump it all right here into this video, right? Does that make sense? Is that cool? All right, here you go. I'll play most of it until I start talking about my other team. This was 1:44 seconds, so 2 minutes or less. I'm a big fan. You'll see whenever this loads. I bring my dogs into it. Dogs and babies sell. You got them, use them.
You're pretty average 21-year-old. I live here in Scottsdale with my fiance Casey and 2 dogs, Duncan, who just laid down, and Bailey.
Doesn't have to be perfect.
I was going in 2009, but I didn't start my real estate career as a real estate agent until 2012 when I moved back to Chicago. I got a few lucky sales up front and was able to join one of the top teams in Chicago. I was selling anything from studio condos and high-rise buildings to 7,000 square foot mansions that were built in the 1800s. So I thought I had it all figured out. And I was ready to move back to sunny Arizona.
Right? Everything's good?
From the Midwest, and I was really having so many winters back there, especially when you have a puppy outside and you have to take them outside many times a day. So I had this grand plan to take the exact blueprint I used in Chicago and implement it here in Arizona. So Duncan and I packed up the truck and headed back. The other problem was real estate here in Arizona is completely different than it is in Chicago. So I struggled and was seeing very little success.
We'll stop it there. You guys get the point, right? Like,
So-
put your struggle out there. What's up?
How does it, I wanted to.
It ends that I committed. All right, here you go. The way it ends is that I committed myself to a property procurement process, which some of you guys have talked about, finding off-market properties and ways to work our buyers. I'm very big on video, so again, the P part of our video is property. I hammered buyers. I just made them annoyed with me. I sent them every single property that could fit. And the beauty is when you're giving value to people, you're not annoying them by making calls, and it's not prospecting, right? So we're providing value. That's part of your 3 hours of prospecting, that can be had here. So I started doing that for my buyers. I started finding off-market inventory through marketing to off-market homes and to chasing down canceled and expireds that are off the market and bringing those opportunities to my buyers. And that's what made my career back. And it's really what it was in Chicago. So again, things might be hard. If you're new, things are probably hard. Things might have just started clicking. Marlon, who's not here, I joked with him yesterday. I was like, dude, your first listing, you just got 3 offers in your first 3 days. I go, you're going to be jaded, man. Like, it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. He said, no, don't worry. I already messed up my first buyer because I was probably inexperienced and didn't know what to do. And I was like, that's a good story, right? Like, if you're new, like, hey, you got into here, you stumbled, and all of a sudden, now you've been able to learn. You can sell a listing in 3 days with multiple offers. Awesome. So again, it doesn't have, some of you guys don't have the experience. That's fine, right? Like, Julie's been out here a lot and she's selling a lot. She's got some experience. She's like, yay. But if you don't, we're making it about us. And the cool thing about videos, you can always take them down. We can do a new one the next month and the next month. We'll just keep updating it. Like, this is version 1. It doesn't need to be perfect, right? So let's work on the video. Let me know if you need help with anything. And
That guy's house came off the market. Seabach? Jeff, right? Jeff Seabach or whatever.
That was my house.
Oh, no, but his house came off the market, and I called him.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know he was a team. Yeah, team leader.
How'd you get the banner on there? Is that
cool? Yeah, so I just did that on iMovie, which is on Mac. I can help you guys out though if you need it. Yeah, so the free version of this Big Brew app, it will put the little logo in the bottom right-hand corner, and we can just take a Keller Williams logo and put it right over it. I already did it with a couple people. So if you need me for that, that's why I'm here. That's my job. So let's take the next, 15 minutes or so, and we're going to be out of time anyway. But just continue to make that story, because I'd love to see some of you guys having a story that's already out by Wednesday. That would be awesome for our next class. Can anybody commit to that? Repeat. Yeah. Can you have your story done by Wednesday?
Yeah. Have it done in 20 minutes.
Why are you saying you're acting like you can't do it? If we write it out, all you got to do is read it, right? Let's do it.
The difficult part is to write it out.
No, but here, look. We're
to read it.
You write it on yourself.
Please, she's got no, what happened to her?
Family business. Yeah, but like for instance, mortgage sales. But then nothing to do one with the other. Then a teacher, like teaching Spanish, a counselor's assistant, nothing has to do with,
Already died before, right?
You're a professional actor.
Voice here.
Yeah, voiceover. Commercials. That's what we need.
right? He's got that voice.
Exactly.
That's the Allstate guy, right? Yeah. I'd love to have a voice like that.
Like my first grade and make them really nice and sound wonderful.
It's version 1. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to send it to Lori, and she's going to tell you what we're going to do then.
And I have a degree in, I'm a food processing engineer.
So what you just know is that you know homes, right? Are you from, where are you from? Okay, cool. So we're going to do some Spanish. Let's play that too, right? That's fine. That's fine. So if it's in Spanish, like maybe that makes you feel comfortable, right? Really, like, for me, when I got a Chicago client, I was like, it's over. Like, the second I got someone coming from Chicago, well, you should Detroit right from. So yeah, it's a Midwest thing. So I'm not in Mexico. I'm out here in Arizona now with my family. We actually have an interior design background, and so I really love looking at the aesthetic of homes. I really help my clients envision their space. I actually have a previous career doing counseling, but why that helps me in this is I'm able to guide people through their real estate tenants.
So is it.
So you just got to apply it, right? So you have everything. You got it. You just got to apply it. They're fine.
Yeah, but then what do you say about education?
Yeah, so I do an iMovie. You have a Mac?
I do, but I don't know how to use iMovie.
I'll show you. That's it. I can show you.
And I got paid up in video.
Are you using that now?
No, I'm not.
Can I sit down with you?
No, I'm not gonna use it.
Everybody heard that because last time she was telling me I wouldn't help her.
No, I didn't say you wouldn't. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the only reason I like this app is
Well, you don't have to buy it.
it allows you to do scripts.
Which app?
Okay, the IGBU. Yeah,
I
the
don't know that it.
So it'll tell you, you just literally read off the screen, so just play it. Play off the screen.
Text is over here and the video's here and they're like, it's here, but it's like, I can't remember, I said, I need to. Yeah, I can. This is good.
Yeah, I don't have my phone. But here, look, like what I did with my old team. So like.
I don't know what happened last video.
It was terrible. So
Okay.
Easy.
Well, that's similar and it's free.
Yeah.
I just heard it. Me? No, I'm not gonna do it. No, you know, I've got it.
Does anybody have questions? Is there anything I can help you guys with right now?
So you just want our video done by
Yeah.
the next session?
Let's make a story. Yeah, absolutely.
Will it tell me the estimated time?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. So if you're typing it out, you'll put it into the teleprompter or something.
Okay.
Maybe save it. Just save it right now. See where we're at. You're gonna have a good month to go. So there you go. So,
I'm not even close.
No.
Far out.
How do we get that thing up? There you go. So you have 56 seconds right now. At the speed it's going. So you can manipulate how fast the words go on the screen. So if you want to like really jam it in there, you can make the words go really fast, and you'll start spewing it out. But
I was trying to make it as little as possible.
Yeah, no, I mean maybe it is going to be short. You know, whatever.
I mean, like I have a ton of stuff to talk about. I was just trying to do it in as little as possible.
Again, it's the first draft, right? So it's like it's easy.
And anyway, he was like, one more.
You got yours in there pretty good?
No, I was getting, I was looking at it.
I'm like, oh yeah, you're killing it.
Anyway, then he was telling me your last name.
So you, if I were you, I would, you can type on your computer. Yeah, it's like,
Yes.
and then it's like, that's what I did. I just texted myself and took it from my text message.
Rick, you left me a message last.
Yeah.
About this class?
Yeah.
Catching up with the goals?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't mentioned
Yeah. I work from home and I've not taken this particular. I've been through it a few times.
Cool.
I've taught a few classes. I wanted to come through this one to see if there'd be any classes around here.
I don't know if it's gonna- I'm gonna
Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to, especially midnight, I'm not teaching them all. And then eventually with this, I'm not teaching them all. I'm just doing it right now, it's like, I need to.
Anything to do with technology, database.
Yeah.
I'd
And
love.
he was also getting ready for like
You can ask Casey.
You've been around for
I've been here since 2009. So 24 years. Yeah. And I'm a huge video guy. So I'm almost at 300 on my YouTube channel.
so around that too.
Yeah.
Love it. That's good, man. That's it. Has it helped you a lot, you think?
It has, and I'm now going to.
Do you do propel videos or what are your videos at?
I had KW Video for 2 years,
Yep.
and I recorded every one that they had. And then this last few months, I let it go. But right now, my hyper focus is Google Maps.
Yeah.
and I'm doing, just imagine the topics, but I'm doing, rather than uploading a picture, I'm uploading a video for each spot that I'm highlighting.
That's huge. Yeah, so that'll be big for our insights too on Kelly.
Right.
So
Yeah, exactly.
but we can take that and change it back to niche videos, like basically what you're doing, and we can.
Yep.
I'll probably walk through how I did property videos, because I do property videos.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, we can sit down and chat a little bit. I'll kind of show you the platform that I built up, what I'm looking to do with it.
Cool. How you doing over here? You got it going.
It's partly,
I know, it's tough. Yeah.
Use that as a base.
Cool. It's version 1, right?
Yeah.
So like, who cares? Like, we can always change it. That's what's cool about videos. You can take them right down. It's easy. You're rolling over here.
Mine's just ready.
You knew I was coming to you. That's a good idea, though. Email it to yourself. Just copy it right in there. Really good. You doing all right? There we go. You're gonna do it in
Because
English?
then I have it.
Do both. I think you should do both. I think it'd be awesome. I mean, you know, like your clients.
And then the words, like, when you're,
So you could just easily send them the Spanish link, and then you can send the ones that are English speaking to English. So the reason I like these is I give them to everybody because like it's cool. It's like the first thing you know, it's you. Sharon actually sent me something yesterday. It was an email of this guy. I'll have to ask her real quick. The video that guy sent, was that to you, or was that just dumb luck that that the person's name was Sharon?
No, it was to me.
It was.
It was to
Cool.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a guy actually on leasing, I was looking for condos.
Oh,
And
right.
he caught me and sent me a video
Yeah.
within, within 2 minutes of our phone conversation.
So this right here, and she's like, look at this. And I was like, this is exactly it, because this guy gets on his computer. He's got his like 2-year-old running around in a diaper in back of him. His hair looks like a mess. He looked like he just got out of bed like 5 minutes ago. He's in the gym clothes. He's in like a workout t-shirt. He's like, hey, Sharon, great speaking with you. Just wanted to let you know I do this and that. You probably don't see many sales from me because I only do, rentals. When she's looking for a rental, she's like, I just got a new one that's in Greyhawk, $1,800. Let me know if you're interested. A minute-long video. Perfect, absolutely not perfect. You have a little kid that's naked with your diaper running around. Like, he looked like a mess, but it's the authenticity, right? And then all of a sudden, this guy, you're like, all right, you do a lot of rentals, you might be good. All right, you know about one in Greyhawk, that's $1,800. Like, that's all we're trying to build here is just true authenticity. And all of a sudden, that guy, like, maybe he does know Greyhawk rentals pretty well, right? Complete mess of a video, but it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. I watched it. I was like, this is actually good.
And we're sitting here talking about it, so clearly it worked.
Exactly.
And loyalty, I will go back to him because he knows that whole market.
Right. So video is huge, and this is just part 1 of it. But if you guys can get your story out to people just so they can see it, we can put this on blogs. We can put it on a website. You know what's fun about these? You can actually put videos on Zillow. I don't know if you guys do that. So mine's actually probably still on Zillow. I might have to take that down now, but we'll be able to put these in Zillow, and it'll rank higher. So all of this stuff, just a simple, stupid little story that might be about a minute long, will actually do really good for your business and helping you get out and make touches. Cool.
Cool. I'm at 1:07.
You're good. The hard thing usually is making it less, right? Because a lot of people, if you don't have the teleprompter, you just start talking.
I know.
And you're talking about everything, and all of a sudden it's like 3 minutes long, and you're like, what the heck?
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get something to eat.
Yeah.
Still filming.
We're trying to keep it in.
Does anybody want to share one? Anybody want to share their story? I shared mine.
We haven't made our videos yet.
I know.
We haven't made our video.
Just so anybody else.
Done with yours?
Yeah, you're almost done. You want to share your story real quick?
I guess.
You guess?
I guess. I only have 1:07.
That's all good. Just read it for us.
You talk fast too.
I know this is not good.
Just read it for us. Let's hear it.
20 seconds.
Hi, my name is Colby McMahon, your Scottsdale, Arizona realtor. I am currently with the #1 team in Scottsdale, BVO Luxury Group with Keller Williams, Arizona Realty. I moved to the East Valley from Vermont when I was 10 years old and have lived here ever since. I unfortunately had some hard times in my life at a young age. When I was 16, I lost my dad and my grandpa, who I was extremely close with. These losses caused me to evaluate where I was going with my life and really start to understand how valuable time is. I now understand that I need to live every day to its fullest and be the best person I can to my family, friends, and clients. I'm very passionate about everything I do, and real estate has truly become a way for me to be a light in the lives of others, alongside guiding them through one of the most emotional decisions in their lives.
So if you guys, oh no. So if you guys met Colby at an open house and he sent that to you the night he met you guys or the next day,
Oh my gosh.
are you guys gonna be going back to Colby?
Yeah, right.
You like him now, right? So that's the power of it. And did he ever anywhere say, oh, I sold 10 properties last month? Or who cares? You know Colby. You know Colby better than you know any other agent at this point. It's huge. It's easy. And it's going to take him 30 minutes to write this. He's going to film it in about 2 minutes. Well, actually, a minute and 7 seconds.
12 seconds.
12 seconds now. And he's going to be able to just take that link and send it to these people. What's that going to do for your business? Probably going to get a lot more clients out of it just by creating a simple little video.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out good follow-up systems. I feel like if
That's one of them.
I could send something like that.
So this was all about your unique selling proposition. I know I went a little off the book on this one. Our next couple are going to be a little more by the book. It's going to be a little more of what I like to talk about, or marketing or prospecting, those fun things. This is really just the first class, if you may, into this. But hopefully our next few will start really getting in there to the fun ways to generate more leads, business, and drive that pipeline up. Cool? You guys are going to have videos for us by Wednesday?
Oh, yeah.
I got like 3 people being like, yeah, and the rest of you are looking at me laughing. Remember, ignorance on fire is better than intelligence on ice.
But there's a difference between having a video of you and one to post online.
But you can always take it down. Give me a bad one and we'll make it better.
Yeah, I can give you a bad one.
Perfect.
I can have that.
I love it.
This video is brought to you by KWAZ TV.